what was going on in the Corinthian church at the time is that people were urging people to be celibate, and even if they were married, they were urging them to abstain from marriage. And teachers were almost saying at the time that if you don't have marriage, it's going to take you to new depths of holiness and spiritual maturity.
Right.
And so
context is key.
And so they're basically saying marriage is sinful. So Paul comes along and he says being celibate is a good state. He says he's not inferior or deficient if he's not having sex. But he also gives permission for married couples to have regular intimacy. That's kind of what he was saying in this context. And it's not a command. He was giving Christian advice. But I think what he's really highlighting is there's mutuality in your marriage. You offering yourself to the other person and the other person offering themselves. And also he made this very daring statement saying that men don't have authority over their own body. He was saying the wife has got authority over you. That was like, that flipped it on its huge for back in the times, right?
Yeah.
So we read it now and we're like, oh, okay, I don't have a say. But that's not what he was trying to say then. He was saying there's this mutuality, which was so new in that culture of the time, right? And so there was this exclusivity too, like you sharing each other's bodies, like it's only you two. It's no other wives or anything else, right? I still think that we still need consent in marriage, 100%, and we still need agency over our own body. Because if we're going to offer our body to the other person, then we need to have the choice to be able to do that, have agency over our body. And I think it still means that there's still boundaries. You can't just do whatever you want to your spouse without their consent. That's unhealthy. That's not love.
It's abuse.
Yeah, that's abuse.
Yeah.
That's not love. It's not I want, so I take. And I think we also need to apply 1 Corinthians 13, which is love is kind, love is patient, love puts the other person first. We've got to put that in also in this context as well. It's about mutual love, and it's about others focused loving. I put the other person first and I love and serve them. It's not I want this, so you need to give me a body. So that's really unhealthy. I don't think that's what the scripture is saying, and that's not God's design for marriage.